What's up? Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Everything Me, and today we're going to be doing another Bible study. Alright, so last week we went ahead and we went on to Genesis 1 through 3, and now we're going to be going on to Genesis 4 through whatever we make it to. So today we're going to be talking about Cain and Abel. So these are Adam and Eve's sons after they've been completely banned from the Garden of Eden and stuff. Alright, and I don't know how the recording is going, so my family is being loud inside and outside the house. Like last week I had to go outside and film on the back porch, and it got kind of crazy loud. Now there's like neighbors outside and stuff doing yard work, and I just cannot focus. So I'm not here in my car, so I don't know how the audio is going. So I think if you guys hear any background sounds, it's probably just the car making its sounds, you know what a car makes. I don't really know. So let's go ahead and let's start on. So Genesis 4. Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, "With the help of the Lord, I brought him forth a man." Later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked on the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits and the soil as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. The Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, you will not be accepted. But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at the door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cried out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth." Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." But the Lord said to him, "Not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain, so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived on the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain made love to his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad was father of Mishlah, and Mishlah was the father of Meshulah. So I do apologize. I can't read every name in the Bible. There is like so many different names, and I have always been really bad with pronouncing names. Even at work, I am really bad with pronouncing names. So I do apologize. So I'll have like the subtitles of how to spell them like on the screen when I try to say their names, so you guys can kind of get an understanding of it. So moving on. And Meshulah was the father of Lamech. Lamech married 2 women, one named Adel and the other Zillah. Adel gave birth to Jabal. He was the father of those who lived in tents and raised livestock. To his brothers was named Jubal. He was the father of all who played stringed instruments and pipes. Zillah also had a son, Tubal-Cain, to forge all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain's sister was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, "Adel and Zillah, listen to me. Wives of Lamech, hear my words. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for injuring me. If Cain avenged 7 times, then Lamech 70 times." Adam made love to his wife again, and she gave birth to a son and named him Seth, saying, "God has granted me another child in place of Abel since Cain killed him." Seth also had a son, and he named him Enosh. At the time, people began to call on the name of the Lord Alright, so now we're on Genesis 5. So Adam to Noah. And excuse that annoying sound in the background, that is my car camera, and it never makes that sound like when I'm driving, so I don't know what it is doing now. I am really annoyed right now. It seems like the whole world does not want me to film this video. Everything just has to make some sort of sound. Alright, so moving back on, so Genesis 5. Alright, this is the written account of Adam's family. When God created mankind, he made them in the likeness of God. He created them, male and female, and blessed them, and named them mankind. When they were created, when Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son of his own likeness, in his own image. He named his son Seth, and after Seth was born, Adam lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Adam lived a total of 930 years, and then he died. When Seth lived 105 years, he became the father of Enosh. After he became the father of Enosh, Seth lived 807 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Seth lived a total of 912 years, and then he died. When Enosh lived 90 years, he became the father of Kenan. After he became the father of Kenan, Enosh lived 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enosh lived a total of 905 years, and then he died. When Kenan lived 70 years, he became the father of... Alright, this is going to be a difficult one. Alright, here's the name of it on the screen. I'm just going to call it Ma, because I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce it, and I'm not going to humiliate myself trying to pronounce it. So, father of Ma. After he became the father of Ma, Kenan lived 840 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Kenan lived a total of 910 years, and then he died. When Ma lived 65 years, he became the father of Jared. After he became the father of Jared, Ma lived 830 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Ma lived a total of 895 years, and then he died. When Jared lived 162 years, he became the father of Enoch. After he became the father of Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Jared lived a total of 962 years, and then he died. When Enoch lived 65 years, he became the father of Methuselah. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Enoch walked faithfully with God 300 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enoch lived a total of... He lived 365 years. Enoch walked faithfully with God. Then he was no more because God took him away. Not in a bad way, guys. This just means he went to heaven. God wanted him in heaven. He didn't want him in the cruel world no more. When Methuselah had lived 187 years, he became the father of Lamech. After he became the father of Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Methuselah lived 969 years, and then he died. When Lamech lived 182 years, he had a son named Noah, and he said, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground the Lord has cursed." After Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Lamech lived a total of 777 years, and then he died. After Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Alright, so now we're on Genesis 6, wickedness in the world. When humans began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years with Nelim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old men of renown. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of human race had become on earth, and every inclination of the thoughts of the human hearts was only evil at the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, "I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals and the birds and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. So we're going to be talking about Noah and the flood in the next one, because I don't have a lot of time for doing the whole thing, and it can get a little bit overwhelming with the Noah and the flood, because it's a lot longer than basically whenever I'm reading it. It's going to be a lot longer. It's probably going to be like a good 20-30 minute episode next week of Noah and the flood, and it's just easier just to have the Noah and the flood all in one episode rather than doing it in parts. So we made it from Genesis 4 to 6 today, so that's what we've got going on here today. So Noah and the flood will be next week, but right now the Lord is actually regretting that he had made humans, because as you guys can see so far, only a few of them have actually stuck with God and kept their faith. So we're gonna be doing Noah and the flood next week. So thank you guys for joining in on this Bible study. We'll be getting into some more next week. I actually didn't cry about Abel and Cain. First time whenever I heard it, and second time I heard it, I was in tears crying. Like, it was so sad. Like, I cannot even imagine killing your own sibling. Like, yes, you're gonna fight with your sibling and stuff, but you don't kill them. That is so wrong, and that is just so sad. Like, I'm actually gonna cry right now. So, that's what we got going on today. If you have any questions about this Bible study, write them down in the comments and I'll read them and then go through them. Thank you guys for joining in. I'll have to see you guys next week. Bye!